refresh that. Oh, what the fuck's going on there?
Good.
Just quickly do this and fuck it. Cool, cool. Let's get this fucking motherfucker going. Alright, you got the screen? Sweet. Alright, let's mark everything up. So this is pushing down, so I'm going to, for now, just mark this zone here. That's, yeah, nice. And then we'll probably go off this one here. I was a little bit higher earlier, but now that we've created this level of resistance there, I'm going a little bit tighter. We can check. Yeah, look at that. Bang on with the orb. See that green line? The indicator. Every now and then, since I've discovered that, I'll just chuck it on for extra confluence.
What's it's the opening range breakout, right? Z crypto.
Yeah. So you got to, I think you got, for it to work with the times, you got to be on a wonder. On the I wonder chart, yeah, because I tried to do it with the ACAP chart and it wasn't matching up. So I jumped on with a wonder, and it works. The timings work perfect on that. I'll set this up and we'll go through the week, man. It's been another great week. So
yeah, it has.
Yeah, it's been really good.
I initially got tagged in short. I got tagged in for the short. Yeah, I got tagged into the short and then it got stopped out. I had a tight stop loss.
Yep.
And then I re-entered on a scalp and that was just before it done. So I was like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it just missed me. My zone that I had up, it just missed tapping me in. So I think Sam got tapped out as well. Yeah, I was in it. Yeah, I got that trade. Yeah. Yeah, but I had my stop. I had my entry a little bit lower. So you know the one candle closed and just almost tapped my entry point and then retraced and then it came back and went.
Yeah.
So it was good. It didn't miss. It missed me when it done the retrace and I got it on the way down. It was a fucking beautiful move.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it was a bit tricky. I was a bit bummed. I was like, nah, I like the way it's headed, so I'm gonna scalp it again.
Yeah, 100%. Sam, what's happening, man? He might just listen. What I will like, I like these zones. Both these zones are really good. If this candle does close up here, what time is it now? So we've got four more minutes to the candle close. We could even potentially look at an entry around this area there. It is a little bit more aggressive though. Yeah, for the short. Oh yeah, look, that's where the orb is there. So they've got it there. See that red line? So I would even consider taking a tail position from there because even if we do get a breakout, if we get a nice breakout, hopefully we can get something like that, which would mean if we did go a bit tighter, we may work out pretty good. It is an aggressive entry though. The safer entry I would say would be the zone below it. Yeah. This level here is probably a safer entry. That's probably the more aggressive entry there. Yeah, I'm going to put my buy position in quickly now. Quickly put this buy stop order in. And then I reckon I'm going to go aggressive on that entry. Yeah, I reckon I'll go a little bit for the short. Yeah, for the short, I reckon I'm going to go the aggressive entry. Yeah, I'm going to go from there. All right, let me just quickly sort this out.
Are looking pretty good this week, I would say.
Oh, mate, since the start of March, it's insane.
Nice.
Been insane. 3240. All right, so my buy stop's in, and I think I'm pretty happy to set the sell stop level there. I'll put the entry though a little bit lower than usual. Usually we go halfway on the stop loss, but I'm going to put the entry point a little bit lower because if it does bypass this slightly and then hit this level here and then retrace, we don't want to get tapped out. So I'm going to go just under that level there, slightly there, something like that. Let me just sort this out.
Set my entry on that swing low body close, not whip close.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. I'll stop up here.
Set.
Nice. Yep, same. All done. 20 seconds and we are on. Let's see how we go. Yesterday, it moved very slow into about for the first 20 minutes, and then we just got that massive move down. We'll wait till this opens. If it opens slow, I'll go back and we'll go over the trades for the week and just see where we're sitting. It's looking pretty good though. Just got to remember what chart I put it on. All right, we are on.
That looks good, boys.
Yeah, what do you reckon? Not bad.
Yeah, they're good setups. I'm actually not in a live trade today. I'm my funded account. They're changing me over to C Trader to see if it's any different. I can't imagine it will be, but
Yeah, okay.
see what they go. And they said if you don't like it, we'll give you a refund. I'm like, oh, sick.
Oh, good man.
Take a refund.
Good. Have they mentioned? Did they mention getting the spreads lower, or they're just going to trial it?
I asked them about it, and I said, well, "What's this?" And they said, "Oh, it's provided by Trade Locker. We don't have anything to do with it." And I'm like, "All right, boys, whatever."
Yeah. Yeah.
They said they can change the spread, so I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just say to them, look, yeah, I was checking this morning actually on C Trade, and they look like they're exactly the same. So I'll just tell them, I just want a refund, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. This candle's looking pretty bullish if we keep pushing up. Happy. Did it get me with the spreads then? Nah. That was close. That was a close. Look at that. Oof.
Yeah, I'm looking at the spreads on IC markets. Are so good, man. Like right now, they're 10 between 10 and 13 cents.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
I've got no. Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. It's for the Tokyo session anyway, because there's less volume. Those spreads are good for this session.
Yeah.
I'm chatting to the manager, my account manager for the brokerage at old Nat. He's moved on to somewhere else, and he reckons he can get way better spreads. Very competitive spreads. So I'm going to jump on a call with him around lunchtime today and just see what they can do.
Is which broker is that for?
He was with 8cap and he's with someone else now. They're called.
Nice.
I'll tell you what they're called. Hang on a sec. Where is it? Blueberry Markets.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them before.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I've never heard of him. So he's there now. He actually tried calling me 5 minutes ago, but I was a bit busy, so I'll jump on a call around lunchtime with him. And he reckons their spreads are just as good as IC markets as well.
That's
But it's
awesome.
just who can offer the best protection. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Are they? I wonder where they're located. Hopefully they got a. Have they got a call center in Australia?
Yeah, they would have. Yeah, they're an Australian company. So, all right, this looks like it's about to enter. Not quite yet.
Yeah, I'm tagged in.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll put my. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, it looks like it sucks. It looks like.
Oh, mate.
Oh yeah. It looks like a bit of a fake out candle. If this candle closes above this level here, then we should be good. So if this comes up in the next minute and a half and closes above here, the next candle opens should be great. But what we don't want is for it to tap us in before the next candle, because then when the next candle opens, there's a higher probability that it will drop down first to create that bottom wick,
Yeah.
come down, tap us out, and then continue up. So ideally, this candle doesn't tap us in, which it may.
But it's really similar to what happened yesterday, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, it is.
And then all of a sudden it just pumped.
Yeah. If you wanted to, I don't usually do this, Troy, but you could now use this zone here as your level.
Yeah, I was just marking that up now.
Yeah, nice.
See what it looks like.
If you wanted to re-enter that,
Yeah.
I usually don't. We'll see.
Yeah, I might just half the risk.
Yeah. Or just leave your sell position open and hope that it just retraces and you get that sell order at least to make up for it. Go for a break even day, or if you want to hold for 2 to 1 or something like that.
I'm not risking too much today anyway because yesterday was a good day.
Yeah, nice, man. Good stuff. Yeah, Sam, Troy got that sell position as well yesterday.
Oh, really? Fuck, that's awesome, Troy. Good work.
Yeah. I initially got tagged in and then stopped out. It was like the fake out.
Yeah.
And then I was shit, but like I might do today, I'm just scalping again, and I got that short. It just like dumped, and I was like, yeah, I can do that.
All right. I'm tagged in. Hopefully this doesn't retrace too much. That's just tagged me in, so if we can keep pushing, that would be divine. We now we've got this level here to worry about, to look at. And this one I'm not too worried about because that's just a massive manipulation candle. So I'm not going to stress about that zone there. So ideally, if we do keep continuing up now, and this isn't just a fake out, and we close above this level here, this is, oh shit, yeah, that's probably our next level actually. Because you got this zone back here. Yeah. And then our next level is probably a little bit higher. Doesn't really want to make up its mind though.
No.
See how we go.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. So we haven't quite hit TP1 yet. All right, TP1 hit. Beautiful. So now if this continues up and we get a nice close above here, in the next 3 minutes, pretty nasty candle though. It's not looking in our favor.
Yes.
If it breaks below this level here, I'd say we're going to get stopped out. But if it's come in now, it's just tap this level there, created that lower wick, and then should potentially keep pushing up.
Yeah.
So it's come and fulfilled this level now, created the wick, and hopefully we can just keep pushing up from here.
So if you get the callback from this guy at Blueberry, will those spreads be unique to your account, or will he be able to do that for us as well?
No, he'll do it for everyone. Yep. We'll get him. I'll get him to sort us all out. Whoever wants to jump on that account. No, ideally, the more people, the better.
Yeah, of course.
This is looking terrible. This close here. This candle.
It's not great. It doesn't go through. Sketchy at that level.
Yep. That's all right. It's all good because if it does retrace from this level here, we've still got this sell position. So we should get a good push down. So look, it's literally just tapped that entry there, like gone. And so that's a perfect little liquidity grab there. There you go.
Yeah.
So that's out now. So that's TP1 in that position. If it continues down now, hopefully we get a very bearish candle. Then the next candle open hopefully continues down and then get a good push through the sell zone.
Yeah, sweet.
Would be
I
ideal.
was looking at IC markets yesterday, and for gold, they offer a 20 leverage. So you need to have, I think it was a minimum of like 100 well, they suggest 200 USD, but for a minimum buy order or sell order on gold, it was like $161 or something you needed.
Okay.
In US dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that in terms of margin to, like, if you wanted to risk just $1,
Yeah.
margin was about 160. So
Yeah. Okay. So what is it? So what they should offer 1 to 30. So is it 1 to 20 leverage?
1 to 20 for gold. Yeah, they offer 1 to 30 for forex.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I'll see what Blueberry say today. Will they come back with
that'd be cool.
what kind of leverage and stuff? See what they say. So that was where the orb was. So originally we did have the area marked here at the start. And then I thought I'll bring it down here to, a little bit more of aggressive entry. And plus the orb lined up with that as well. So it was just almost, just extra confidence.
Yeah,
So that's where we went, but that's all good. The other thing too, what we might do with the challenge is it'll take a lot longer, but let's just go back quickly now, for example. So if we go, I don't know if I've got on this chart, it might be on another chart because I try and keep this chart clean. No, it's not on this one. Let's have a look. It might be, is it this one? Or ACAT, maybe. Where is it? Is it ACAT? No. So I'm going to have to go through all of them until I see it. Can't remember which chart I was using now. Sure was that one. Sure was, I wonder. Wasn't IC markets. Damn, I had it all marked up on one of these charts this morning. Oh, that's a different one. No, that's not it. Nah, I don't know which one. I'll send it to you. I'm going to do a thingo later on this week. So we've hit a TP5 3 times this week. We've only had one stop loss hit. So without a stop loss hit without hitting a take profit zone. And then I think the other day was a TP3 and a TP5, I think. I need to go over it and have a look, but I'm going to do something on it later on today, just a weekly recap. So overall, it's been pretty good. So for example, so that's what I was going to say with this challenge. So pretty much, if you only aim for a 1-to-1, we've only had in the last 2 weeks that I know of. I'll have to go back further, but I know the last 2 weeks because that's what I've calculated so far. We've only hit the stop loss once. So we've been stopped out without hitting any take profits once. So that's a 90% win rate. So if you were just going 1-to-1, you would have had one loss in the last 2 weeks. If you go 5, and then if you're holding 5-to-1, we've hit a 5-to-1 in the last 2 weeks. So I think it was 3 times this week. It was like 5 or something last week, but that's keeping both positions open. That's not closing one position off. So we haven't done that on the live. That's just if you kept both positions open. So this zone and this zone, and you just set and forget and walked away and just left them both open. That's what you would have hit over the last 2 weeks on the TP5s if you set your target at TP5.
Yeah, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, it's insane. So what I do at the end, so I'll work on it today as well. I'll recap this week and I'll do it. If you held just for TP1, how often you would have hit that. If you held just for TP2, how often you would have hit that. If you held for TP3, TP4, TP5, and it'll be like, 9 out of 9 on the TP1, maybe 8 out of 9 on TP2, 7 out of 9 on TP3, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's good because I like doing that because it gives me an understanding of what I'll do the week later. It's like, okay, cool. So if all I've done, I sold for a TP3 on both positions, just leave them both open, set and forget on both positions, walk away. By the end of the week, I should be extremely profitable just holding to that zone.
Yeah. And even if you just start to a 1 to 2
Yep.
the whole time, you're going to be really profitable anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. 100%.
It's such a good system, man. I fucking love it.
It's just as long as you got a broker that's got the spreads right. So with the prop firms, if you're going to use a prop firm, you just need them to you need to make sure that your spreads, because, well, for me, for example, I go very tight on the stop loss so I can hit my zones. So I need good spreads.
Mm-hmm.
If I've got a broker that's offering 50 cents, then my system won't work. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But if I can do 20 cents.
So I guess if like you're using a prop firm where the spreads are wider,
Yep.
We would need to adjust our positions different than yours, like kind of like what I do with a
Yep.
wider stop loss, and then let's say you'll hit TP5 3 times this week, or maybe with a wider stop loss you might hit TP2 or 3.
No, probably more, because, so for example, right, what you'll do, so just say that's the level you want to enter at, okay? So if you've got a 50 cent, if your broker is offering 50 cent, so really this is where you have to set your stop, you have to set your entry here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you'd have to set your entry up there.
Yeah.
And then what that will do, so your entry's here. Come on. Around there somewhere. So as soon as what that means, when this candle taps that, it'll enter you that trade, but you're going to be minus 50 cents per lot size.
Yeah.
So when you enter that trade, you're already going to be in the negative. And then it'll be the same for your take profit. So if the candle came up and hit this take profit, someone with a tight spread, it's going to tap it like that one there. I'll be cool. I'll be good with that. Like that would have got me a TP1. But if you're you might need it to tap there to close your TP1 off, for example. All right, so this is looking very good. This is looking like a potential entry again from this level here.
Yeah.
If you're, so I'm not not going to do that, because I'll just stick to my rules, and even though that's an extremely bullish candle, yeah, you can enter off that zone there. Something like that. Yeah, so I guess it's when you're scalping like this, yeah, it needs to be all over your brokers and what they're offering and what their spreads and everything are, for the system to work good.
And it's just like that's their way of making money. So if you look at it and you're like, that's not going to work for my system, then I think just go somewhere else. I would, even if, like you said, you just put between $100 to $1,000 in an account and just start really, really small and build it up slowly. It's probably better than trying to do all these challenges and wasting money with a prop firm because their spreads are fucked. Yeah,
100%, man. 100%, and you'd be surprised. And the good thing too, if you're using your own capital, even if it is only $100, you're losing real money. So you're feeling those real emotions. You know what I mean? Where with a prop firm, you're using their capital. So in your mind, you're like, oh, there's $100,000 there. Fuck it, I'm going to go a little bit crazy, or I'm going to risk a little bit more. But really, you don't have $100,000. You got $5,000 over a 24-hour period, and $10,000 all up. Realistically.
Yeah.
So with a live account, you've got way more freedom to make more mistakes. So if you lose Say you lose 5 trades in a row on a funded account, you do that in a 24-hour period or whatever, you're done. Your account's gone. If you're risking 2%, you're done. Your account's gone. But if you do that on a live account, you're like, okay, cool. I'm down 5% of my account. It's all good because I'll make that back next week.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, or you could potentially even just make it back in the next trade. You know, but you don't have that restrictions of your account getting completely wiped out.
Yeah, exactly. And they have the, those rules where they're like, oh, if you use all of your margin in one trade, it's a hard breach. And you're like, come on, man, that's what it's fucking there for.
Yeah, exactly. Is that the consistency rule?
No, so that's the they call that high risk or gamble.
Yeah,
so
gamble trading. Yeah.
Trade, and it requires your full fucking margin to cover the cost of the trade. Even if you're only risking 1%, they won't allow you to do it, and they'll breach you.
Yeah. So if you've got your A+ setup, and like for example, for us, we got these mad close, these awesome bullish close. The next one's coming up bullish. You're like, fucking, I'm up in my lot size. I'm going to go in at 5% with this. And you do it, and you pull out like 20 grand. They'll say, "Nah, sorry, breach."
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah,
exactly right.
So that's it is. I mean, it is great. It is great because you have that access with the prop firms. You know, if you pass the challenge and you start getting paid out, that's great. But in an ideal scenario, you want to be using capital, your own capital. So all those restrictions are limited.
Yeah, correct.
You know, the ideal situation is to go to a prop firm, pass your challenges, get enough payouts to then fund your own account.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
Because like reality is most prop firms won't like a lot of these new ones. They'll be like, we might give you 1 or 2 payouts, and then they'll find a reason to fucking breach your account and not pay you anymore. So
yeah,
just got to be account for the first 2 and then fuck off.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but again, man, like we were saying yesterday or the day before, it's a business. They're a business. They need to make money. They need to be profitable. And the way that they make money is from people losing.
Yeah.
So they need to have those rules and strict rules in place. What sucks about it is when people's first learning the trade, and they, if they go a year, 6 months to a year of really getting a system down on demo and they're killing it on demo, then they go to a prop firm and there's all these restrictions, and then all of a sudden their system doesn't work. They start feeling like failures. They're like, oh fuck, I can't trade. I'm shit. Why was I so good on demo, but now I'm shit on a prop? I'm just a shit trader. And majority of people end up giving up.
Yeah, exactly.
Where if they just chucked $100 in their account and go, look, this is a lifetime thing. This isn't a get rich quick thing. Put $100 in and risk $1, $1.50, $2, get it to 200, 300, 400, 500, risk $2. You know what I mean? And slowly build it. You build your confidence, and you're building a lifelong skill.
Yeah, exactly right, man. Exactly, like it's the old analogy is if someone offered you, $5 million now or 1 cent doubled every day for 30 days, what would you take? And everyone goes, oh, take 5 million now, and you're like, nah, man. Take 1 cent doubled every day for 30 days, you end up with over $10 million.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Yeah, just a long compounding thing, and if you do it that way and you don't expect to get rich quick, then it's less likely that you'll get upset when you do take it.
Yep, that's it, man. Well, that's why I think it's good when we'll really start pushing. We'll really start honing in on this challenge.
Yeah. On
the $100 challenge, and just see what we can get it to over the next couple of months.
Yeah, man, it'd be such a cool fucking thing. Love that idea.
Yeah. So there we go. I want to see how this candle closes in the next 3 minutes. Just out of curiosity. I won't be entering this trade, but I just want to see if that will push up.
Yeah. It hasn't really done much, has it?
Nah, but it's like, man, it's the same as yesterday. So Troy, yesterday, well, it was starting to hit our zone, and I said to Sam, I go, you know what, man, I'm going to see how this candle closes. If the next candle doesn't close bearish, I'm just going to close my position off. Then that candle closed, and it just entered it, so I didn't have time to close the position off. I'm like, oh, fuck, it's just entered. And then the second candle opened, it just went, bang, hit a 5-to-1 straight away.
Yeah, it within like 2 seconds, man. It was
Yeah. But literally, I was like, what, Sam? I was like, 2-3 seconds away from closing that position off.
Yeah.
Like I opened up my MetaTrader and I was about to close it, and just as I was doing it, it entered. So that was good.
Love it.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how this one.
Boys, I'm gonna dip.
Oh, oh, bro, too easy. Have a good weekend, man. We'll catch you next week.
I'll see you next week.
All right, done.
Yeah, chat next week, man. Have a good one.
Thanks, boys.
All right, see you, bro. Sweet as, Sam. All right, what do you want to do, man? Are you going to enter or are you just going to leave that now?
No, well, I haven't got anything to enter on, so I'm just basically watching to see what happens. But
Cool.
yeah, I'm just going to use like a demo on C Trader to get used to the system before I actually use it for live trading. But
Yep.
it looks pretty good so far.
Yeah, sweet, bro. All right, well, I'll chat to this other broker, and then we'll jump back on next week. And oh, there you go, that's in. If you're going to enter that one, fuck. Now I just want to see how this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. There you go.
Yeah.
Fuck, look at
Bang.
that. That's what we wanted.
Bang. Another TP1 hit if you entered there. Bang, TP2. Let's see how this one. I want to see how this one goes now. I wonder if Troy ended up putting his buy position there.
Yeah, I wonder if it did.
23. We'll just wait for this candle to close, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Nice
So
one.
I always feel like sometimes they hold off on opening their positions, like the big institutions and stuff. Like, oh, we'll see what happens, and then every second day they wait like 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then they
Yeah. Well, I think they're getting their orders ready. Like I know a lot of the banks and stuff, they come in and they'll start getting their orders ready, putting everything in, start working it out. So yeah, I think you're right, man. I think you're right. I reckon they do that. All right, so that's a TP hit, TP2 hit on that. If you're going to take it. Now, if it closes above here as well, which I'm not. Yeah. If it closes above there, then there's no doubt. I think it will hit at least a 3-1, 5. I reckon we'll hit a 5-1. You got this zone here, but that's not really too crazy.
Yeah, not much in there.
Nah. You got that zone there, but there's fucking not much there at all. That's not. I wouldn't even consider that a zone, to be honest with you. This looks like it's going to go.
Yeah, it does.
If it close, I'm on the 15-minute now. How long till it close? Oh, there you go. The next one's open. It's just closed on it. If we get a kickback, fill this area here, create that bottom wick and continue up, happy days. So from here, we want to continue up from here now, from that exact point. If it goes below this, line, then it's probably going to stop out.
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
This exact level here, we needed to go back from.
It's tight.
But yeah, man. So I reckon when we do the $100 challenge, I reckon there's two things you can do, right? We can either just go fuck it, hold 5 to 1 the whole time, right? Because we've been hitting them a ridiculous amount of times. And then as the capital gets up, start lowering it down, or just going fuck it, 2 to 1. That's it. Just leave it at a 2 to 1, and just see how it progresses over a couple of months.
Yeah. Yes, I mean both ideas are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both probably going to be pretty profitable, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so as well. Like yesterday, that's going to go out, I reckon. Yesterday, it ended up dropping. I think we entered around 10 a.m. there. So, for example, we entered around this zone here. That's 64 pip move. So things like that, you might even do that every now and then. If there's a lot of buying pressure, a lot of selling pressure, like, what, fuck it. I'm just going to set a stop loss at 50 pips. Or something, when you got a small account, if we're trying to do a challenge, we might do that every now and then. All right, let's let this one ride out for a bit and see if we can go and get that capital up quicker. Cool, man. That's it.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Have a good weekend. We'll catch up next week.
Yeah, have a cracking weekend. Let us know how you go with the guy today as well. If you get some info off him, shoot us a message.
I'll shoot you a message, yeah.
DM.
Yeah, done, bro. Yeah, 100%.
Easy, brother. All right, mate. Let's crack him on.
All right, you too. See you, mate. Bye. All right, so not a bad day. We actually entered off this zone here. We need to take that second entry, so we ended up just hitting a TP1. We hit a TP1 and then it retraced. So profitable day. If you close your position at TP1, it was still a profitable day. We'll do a weekly recap and upload that today and see how we went. But again, I think we've done really well this week. A very, very profitable week again. Have a good